So today I thought I'd talk about I'm gonna have trouble saying this all day, okay guys, so don't make fun of me. Brainstorming story ideas. It's hard, sometimes you have no ideas at all, and you need some help. You know, when you have no ideas in your brain and you just need, that extra inspiration to just write something. I know what that feels like, and it's not fun, so hopefully this can help. I have my notes right here so I won't forget what I'm saying. First of all, Pinterest. Okay guys, I don't know how many people are still using Pinterest. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't use Pinterest anymore, but Pinterest is so useful. If you're a visual person, there's so much visual inspiration on there for like fantasy, sci-fi. Like some of the things are a bit cheesy, but if you don't have any ideas for what to write, search on Pinterest visual story prompts or search story inspiration, and a bunch of pictures will come up of like scenarios or like photographing like fantasy or sci-fi things that will really inspire you. And one thing that I like to do whenever I don't have a story idea or inspiration is I pick an image on there, and I pick an image and I write a little short story about it, and it might turn into something a lot bigger. And it's just really helpful to just get words out there if you have absolutely no idea. Second way to brainstorm story ideas is journaling. Now, I'm not really talking about like day-to-day journaling, like listing all the stuff you did that day or the events that took place, which I think that could be helpful too, but I'm more thinking of a thought journal where you write down all the thoughts that you are thinking and all the feels that you are feeling, and you write that down and then read it and try to like analyze and examine what you're thinking about a lot, and like the themes and the elements of like what's going on in your mind a lot, and you might be able to extract story ideas from there or find new inspiration for stories that you've abandoned. It's really just helpful to clear your mind also of negativity of like, I'm a horrible writer, I don't know what to write, I have no inspiration. Just get that stuff out of your system and onto a page. And it's been really helpful for me before, just to get it out of that state of like feeling like I can't write anything by just writing down my thoughts. Third way of getting story ideas is reading your old work. Read your old stuff. I know that sounds like it might be like counterproductive, and it might be counterproductive for some people, but for me, if I go back and start reading old stories, old short stories, old novels that I didn't finish, all that stuff, it actually is really helpful for me, because I remember that, I actually do write. I have written, I've finished stuff, and I'm not actually as bad as I think I am. Sometimes it's the opposite, but sometimes like, wow, I actually made myself finish that short story and it's not as bad as I thought it was. So, and you might pick up on some of the themes that you have, or some story ideas that you forgot that you were thinking about while you were writing your past work, or it might make you want to go back and finish things that you've started a long time ago, or restart things that you had before. Fourth thing is reading. Just reading books by authors you like, and basically just taking in stories that inspire you. Like 70% of the stories that I have, I've been inspired by another story, usually by the setting, and it's just so helpful to read and watch stuff that you really, really enjoy, or things that make you think a lot. It's really helpful for me whenever I feel stuck and have no story ideas to think of. Analyze like what kind of atmosphere and themes that you really like to write. Fifth thing is free writing. Now this is just opening a document or opening your journal and just writing whatever random words come to your mind, even if they make absolutely no sense. Actually, it's better if they don't make any sense. So just sit down, what's the first word that comes to your mind? What's the second word? What's the third word? And just keep on writing. It will actually end up looking a lot more like poetry than anything else, like very disjointed. But again, it's kind of like whenever you read your thoughts from a thought journal, it's kind of, after you write it, you can go back and see what you were dwelling on, see what words you were dwelling on, or what ideas or what sentences that you're really dwelling on, and it's really interesting. It's kind of like reading your mind, like the way that your thoughts go, and it's really helped me before, and I definitely suggest trying it if you've never tried it before. It will seem kind of weird at first, but you know, it's supposed to be kind of weird. It's not really supposed to make sense, so don't try to make it make sense, or it will not really be free writing then. And the last way I would suggest brainstorming story ideas is to find another hobby. Try drawing, try doodling, you know, try coloring. Pick another hobby besides writing and think about stories while you're doing that hobby, especially drawing and doodling and coloring. It makes your mind so free to think about things. It's kind of like meditation, I guess. Like you're meditating while you're drawing. Instead of meditating on the drawing, you're meditating on what you want to write and why you don't think you have any story ideas and what you can do to fix that. It like frees my mind to think about things that I'm having trouble thinking about, and it makes me calmer a lot when I'm not being like very perfectionistic. Is that a word? I love drawing, but writing, like drawing helps me write better, and I love writing even more than drawing. Drawing is really helpful to free your mind and allow it to think about things that you need to think about, and just kind of get into that calm kind of headspace, if you know what I mean. That's what it does for me, so I definitely suggest doing it. And if you're not really a drawer, try coloring or doodling, which do not take any effort to learn, and you can do it however you want to, and no one's allowed to judge you for the way that you color or doodle because they're not supposed to be a kind of fine art thing. So yeah, those are my 6 tips. I hope that was helpful for you. These are the kind of things that I use whenever I'm stuck. If there's a way that you brainstorm that I didn't mention, don't forget to tell me in the comments below. And if you like this video and this kind of like creative advice kind of video, don't forget to subscribe because I do art and creative and writing videos, related videos all the time. That's what I like to do on this channel. And I'll see you later. Bye!